Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on YourLiveEvent.com.
Well, good evening, and thanks for joining us today on YourLiveEvent.com. It's Pine Prairie Conference Volleyball today with the Ada-Borup-West Cougars hosting the Lake Park Audubon Raiders. Cougars coming in at 12-6 on the year, a win on Tuesday at versus Winnimac after going 2-3 down at the Midwest Volleyball Warehouse over the weekend. Taking on the Lake Park Audubon Raiders. Raiders had lost 3 straight going into our part of last week before they've come back winners of 2 of their last 3, including a Tuesday victory at home versus Mahnomen-Waubun. It's the Raiders, it's the Cougars, it's on YourLiveEvent.com, and this is your Bitker Inc. pregame show.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered two-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Kyle Larson here for Franson Bank and Trust. We are a Farmer Mac approved lender that can offer operating lines of credit, land, equipment, and facility financing. Our lending experts understand the farm economy and climate in and around the Ada area. With a fast underwriting process and local decision making, you can save time on all farming and ag-related inquiries. Contact our Ada office today to learn more. Franson Bank and Trust, real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Embrace the joy of community at Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, where wonderful neighbors and energetic minds come together. If you're seeking more than just a place to call home, you found the right spot with Halstead Living Center and Heritage House. Whether your interests lie in music, agriculture, sports, or dancing, you'll find someone who shares your passion and expertise. Discover a fulfilling lifestyle filled with connection and celebration with Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead. Get more information by calling 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get to see Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
Bitker Inc. pregame show. You can fall into savings on vehicle and farm implement tires this month at Bitker Inc. Call 218-456-7467. They're located between Ada and Halstead. It's Bitker Inc. Ada-Borup-West and Lake Park Audubon here today. Cougars at 12-6. Lake Park Audubon, the Raiders at 6-7. The overall records, Pine Prairie Conference records, Ada-Borup-West coming in at 5-0. Lake Park Audubon at 2-2. On the season thus far. As we get an early matinee matchup here today. Ada-Borup-West Cougar head coach Janet Engel with the NDSU Hall of Fame, and that going on this week. There's some festivities going on tonight, and Lake Park Audubon graciously enough to move up the game time to allow her to get to that after the conclusion of this one. So that's why we have the early game time here for you tonight. Already got underway with the JV. JV went to Lake Park Audubon winning 2-1. A 24-26, Ada-Borup-West taking that first set before the Raiders come back, take set 2, 25-16, set number 3, 15-12 for the JV victory for Lake Park Audubon. leads us into the varsity matchup with the Raiders and the Cougars. Here, this is your Bitcoin pregame show. We'll talk to our coaches when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
Linforce Agency and Auto Owners Insurance care about the success of our local communities, businesses, and farms. We are cheering right alongside you for area students, athletes, and their achievements. We're here to celebrate your milestones and are with you through the unexpected. Our team of insurance agents is committed to helping you find a policy that fits your needs. At any of our locations, we will work with you to ensure that you and those you care about most are protected. Give us a call today at 218-435-6585 and check out our website at linforceagency.com.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger, Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and Seedex sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
Are you pregnant with your first baby? Be a better parent tomorrow with good advice today from a personal nurse. Nurse Family Partnership provides the information, advice, and support you need throughout your pregnancy and after your baby arrives, all at no cost to you. Your personal nurse will be there whenever and wherever you need them, making sure you and your baby are healthy, strong, and thriving. For more information, contact your local public health agency or find us on social media. Together, we can build a better future.
Performance Ag west of Borup is locally owned and operated and ready to serve the area farmer. They offer these products for the upcoming season: seed, chemicals, dry and liquid fertilizer, and application services. When we're talking seed from Performance Ag, they'll provide growers with corn, soybean, sunflower, small grain, sugar beet, or other seed that you plant on your farm. Thank you for your business from Performance Ag west of Borup.
Visit the new Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro. They have everything you need. Explore our large selection of quality hardware and building materials, perfect for every project. Inside, you'll find Valspar paint to brighten your home, top-of-the-line Milwaukee and DeWalt tools for every job, plus all the essentials for a successful harvest. Flashlights, glass cleaner, paper towels, scrapers, grain shovels, and more. Make your next stop Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro.
Ada-Borup-West Cougars, Lake Park Audubon Raiders today on YourLiveEvent.com. As we dive into the matchup, we bringing you our pregame coaches' comments from Rivers Edge Insurance Agency of Halstead, where Lori, Emily, and the team at Rivers Edge Insurance can help coach you on the best insurance for your family or business. As we talk with our coaches, up first we have Ada-Borup-West Cougar head coach Jenna Engel.
Coach, coming in today, first of all, congratulations here on the awards coming up, moving game time and everything here. With that change of game time, how do you get the girls ready here? So it's practice time, but it's a real game.
Yeah, they didn't get a chance to go home from school. They had to kind of come right back in. I said, you can get something to eat quick, but then be back here because we're starting. The JV is starting quick, and so I think they're excited to kind of have a matinee game and be done early, gets caught up on some homework maybe tonight, earlier night, and get ready for the weekend.
Well, as you get ready here to take on Lake Park Audubon, what have you seen from the Raiders here? What's the scout say?
We just got to be patient with our game. They're a good defensive team, good serving team, and so if we just pass like normal, if we can serve a little more aggressive and just and stay aggressive on offense, where they might dig it up the first time, but keep swinging, keep hitting, and I think that would be the key to success for us, is to just stay offensive with them, and if we can pick up some balls ourselves on defense, it should be a good match then.
Looking back on the last couple matches too, what's some of the things that the game within the game that not everyone's going to see that you're looking at that's saying, we could probably pick this up a little bit?
I think our serving. I would like us to serve more aggressive than what we do currently, but yet we still air out a lot, so we still have misses. So, serving more aggressive, you think, we would have more errors. So I don't want to see any more errors, but I would like us to be able to get some of the good teams out of system more.
Well, coming into a matchup here today with the Raiders too, and just talk about overall the team, some of the other ones that you're looking to take that next jump here, being part of the varsity roster as we get to the end of September here, because the season hits that point.
Yeah, we're pretty senior led, so it'd be nice. We have a couple junior starters. If they can pick up the communication, because they're going to have to next year, so don't assume a senior is taking it. I would like to see those juniors step in and be one solid unit. I mean, they are. I mean, they're good friends, but if they can take strides and be confident in their game, that would take us to the next level.
Jana, thanks so much for the time. Appreciate it. Best of luck, and we'll talk to you later.
All right, thank you.
Jen Engel, head coach for Ada-Borup-West Cougar Volleyball, with our pregame coaches' comments from Rivers Edge Insurance Agency in Halstead. Cougars hosting the Lake Park Audubon Raiders here today on YourLiveEvent.com. More talk about this matchup when we continue. More of your Pickering pregame show after this.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at PurpleWave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
You finally found the perfect car in Racing Blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Rivers Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
Glasses say so much about your personality and personal style. At Valley Vision Clinic, they are happy to work with you in selecting frames that complement your features and vision needs as well as fit your budget. If you're not sure that glasses are for you, ask the Valley Vision Clinic in Ada about contact lenses. There are many advantages to consider when determining if contact lenses are right for you, and the knowledgeable staff at Valley Vision can answer any questions you may have. For all your eye care needs, call Dr. Dave Solseng and staff at Valley Vision Clinic in Ada, 784-4091.
Pine Prairie Conference Volleyball tonight, Ada-Borup-West and Lake Park Audubon on YourLiveEvent.com. It's ABW versus LPA on YLE. Other Pine Prairie Conference going on here tonight that you can see with YourLiveEvent.com. Park Christian and Mahnomen-Waubun. Also Norman County East Hill is at Climax Fisher. Pair of Pine Prairie Conference matchups for you there. Also North Dakota side, Northern Cass, Hillsborough Central Valley, Mayport CG, Thompson, Sargent County, Lisbon, and Fargo North and West Fargo all matching up here today. There, YourLiveEvent.com with the broadcast calendar. Also the broadcast archive there for you as well to go back and watch your favorite matchups. Our matchup here tonight, Ada-Borup-West Cougars, Lake Park Audubon Raiders. Our pregame coaches' comments brought to you by Rivers Edge Insurance Agency of Halstead. Head coach for the Lake Park Audubon Raiders is Eddie Vencura.
Coach, coming in today's game as we get to the end of September right now, as we get to this point, where do you want the team to be, and how far or are they at that point right now?
Yeah, we want to be aggressive, and I think we're getting to that point where in the big moments we're staying aggressive and taking a good hard rip. Defensively, we really stepped up, and we want to keep improving that defense, but right now if we just continue to play defense the way we are, we'll make a lot of good things happen for us.
We've talked before, and a key thing this year were some of those long rallies, you're able to end them with the point. So how has that attack been coming along and continuing to improve now?
Yeah, as we continue to just stay aggressive and find the court, we build more confidence so that we continue to swing hard in those long rallies, and things go well for us.
You got Kenna reincorporated a little bit earlier in the week. What's it like to get her back on the court?
Yeah, she's a big vocal presence for us, and whether she's on the court or not, really brings great high energy. So expecting to see that from her tonight. And then just overall, she's been playing a long time on the varsity roster for us, so she has that confidence, and her teammates turn to her when things need to happen.
Ada-Borup-West, of course, you know about the big front line, but what are some of the other things here that you got to either attack or be on the lookout for?
Yeah, so we want to be strong attackers and try and attack their defense to get them out of system so that maybe they can't find that big front line, and help us out as much as possible. Anytime we can get them out of system will help us out.
All right, very good, Coach. Thanks for the time. Best luck. We'll talk to you afterwards.
Thank you.
Eddie Vancura, head coach for Lake Park Audubon Raider Volleyball, with our pregame coaches' comments from River's Edge Insurance Agency in Halstead, where Lori, Emily, and the team can help coach you and your family for your insurance needs. Lake Park Audubon at 6-7. They've won 2 of their last 3. Ada-Borup-West at 12-6 overall. They won on Tuesday after going 2-3 on Saturday at the showcase tournament. As they match up here today, it's Pine Prairie Conference Volleyball on yourliveevent.com.
This is Bruce Visser of Visser Grading. Visser Grading is a road maintenance contractor for the roads in Hendrum, Pleasant View, Lockhart, Anthony, and Green Meadow Townships, Mary and Winchester, Strand and McDonaldsville, Hegney and Halstead and Lee Townships. Thanks for giving us the opportunity to blade and grade your roads, and we look forward to serving you for many years to come. Visser Grading wishes all students the very best in all of their activities. Visser Grading says give it your all in the academics, athletics, and the arts. Being involved in your school and its activities promotes teamwork that will guide you towards success.
When you have a project that requires rock, gravel, crushed asphalt, or crushed concrete, or you need some trenching work done, call Visser Trenching of Ada. They'll move the dirt, they'll haul the rock, they'll take care of you. They do a great job. Call Visser Trenching Ada, 784-4381. Good luck, teams, from everyone at Visser Trenching.
For nearly 40 years, West Main Pizza has been serving up hot, delicious pizzas and other favorites, like sub sandwiches, calzones, chicken wings, pasta dishes, paninis, and more. With 2 locations on East Main in Ada and the Rail District in Dilworth, we offer dine-in, takeout, and online ordering at westmainpizza.net. Discover more than just pizza at West Main Pizza in Ada and the Rail District in Dilworth, your neighborhood favorite since 1986.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
YourLiveEvent.com. High school volleyball today from the Laura Tweeton Thrivent Financial broadcast booth. Here as we learn about long-term financial gains. Here today with Laura Tweeton and Thrivent Financial in Ada and Ulen. Ada-Borup-West here as on the court, finishing up their warm-up serving, and then the Raiders will get their chance. A lot of black here, both teams with the black uniform base. Key for this one, Lake Park Audubon, long sleeve jersey tops, whereas the Cougars have the short sleeve with the red and white stripe there at the base of the short sleeve there to help identify that. As also, Cougars will be on the right side, Raiders will be on the left side here when we get underway. As we look to get underway, talking our keys to the matchup here today, our keys to the game. Both coaches talking, hey, we want to be aggressive. Cougar coach Engel saying, especially on the serve line, let's see them get out there, be a little bit more aggressive, try and avoid the serving errors, but just more aggressive with that serve as well. And then Lake Park Audubon head coach Ada Borup-West saying that our tactics come along. We're being aggressive. We got to really go attack their defense. Also try and get them out of system as well too. So that's what she wants to see for the Raiders. Ada-Borup-West Cougars, Lake Park Audubon Raiders here today on YourLiveEvent.com. This is the Bitgerink pregame show. Remember that phone number, 218-456-SHOP. That's 218-456-7467 for Bitgerink, located between Ada and Halstead. You can fall into savings on vehicle and farm implement tires this month at Bitgerink. Myself, Jake Berkmeyer, ready with the play-by-play call. Alex Rush with the camera work here today. JV went to Lake Park Audubon 2-1, winning, dropping the first set 24-26, coming back set number 2 victory 25-16, taking the third set 15-12 in that JV matchup. Again, an early matchup here in this one. As we get set, we'll have our lineups coming up when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hillsborough Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsborough Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the CT. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsborough Dairy. Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsborough is completing post-frame buildings 80 by 80, 80 by 160, even 80 by 200. Need an addition or shop reskin? Cywick Lumber and Hardware has all materials. They'll complete to your customized building requests. Bifold doors, hydro doors for farm buildings, and metal sail steel for durable construction. Whether it's new, an addition, or a repair, every building project can be done with Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsborough. All materials, all in one place. Visit or call Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsborough.
The Ada-Borup-West Booster Club welcomes back students and staff for another school year. They hope we can all join together and make it a safe one. Please watch carefully for children if you're driving near school buildings, in areas where school buses are traveling, or where there are school zones or bus stops. The Ada-Borup-West Booster Club looks forward to a great school year. Ada-Borup-West Booster Club is proud to support the students in academics, fine arts, and athletics. Welcome back, Ada-Borup-West students, staff, and administration for another great school year from the Ada-Borup-West Booster Club.
Pine Prairie Conference Volleyball from the Cougar Den here today as the Ada-Borup-West Cougars host the Lake Park Audubon Raiders. Our starting lineups are brought to you by West Main Pizza in Ada and the Rail District in Dilworth. You can like them on Facebook. They're more than just pizza, westmainpizza.net. For the Lake Park Audubon Raiders, here they will start 5'6" senior number 1, Kendra Nelson. The libero tonight will be the 5'4" senior wearing number 22, Flynn Matson. It will be 5'7" senior number 3, Kenna Matson, along with the 5'6" senior number 8, Caitlin Smith, 5'9" senior number 11, Talon Nerdahl, 5'3" junior number 13, Brooke Irie, and the 5'11" sophomore number 14, Ava Pagel. Kendra Nelson, Kenna Matson, Flynn Matson, Caitlin Smith, along with Talon Nerdahl, Brooke Irie, Ava Pagel for head coach Ada Borup-West and the Lake Park Audubon Raiders. Again, Raiders coming in with a 6-7 overall record, 2-2 in the Pine Prairie Conference. Here, winning 2 of their last 3 after a 3-game losing streak here to this point. Here for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars as look out on their lineup. Their libero tonight will be the senior number 4, Avery Johnson. Both liberos in white tonight. Blue for the black for the rest of the team, white for the liberos here this evening. That's the starting lineup for the Cougars will go as such with senior number 5, Melena Severson, junior number 7, Macy Thornton. It will be senior number 8, Adrina Egan, along with senior number 10, Taylor Stunis. Senior number 12, Morgan Engel, and junior number 13, Leighton Auden. Avery Johnson libero, then Milena Severson, Macy Thornton, Adrina Egan, Taylor Stunis, Morgan Engel, and Leighton Auden. Your starting 6 here for Ada-Borup-West. Your starting lineups again brought to you by West Main Pizza in Ada and the Rail District in Dilworth. WestMainPizza.net is the website. So once again for joining us here, as we're just going to do this real quick here. And there you go, Alex. She's all yours. Alex Rush helping with the camera work here tonight. Myself, Jake Berkmeyer, with the play-by-play call as we are set to go. Lake Park Audubon, the Raiders in the long-sleeve black uniforms on the left side of your screen with Raiders in red, numerals below them in white. Cougars on the right side with a short sleeve with the red and white stripe at the base of that sleeve. The numerals in front in white, and then on the back side, the white numerals with the Cougar lettering in red below them. Lake Park Audubon will start off with the serve as Brooke Irie will be the one to serve. She steps back to the service line, ready to get us underway here on YourLiveEvent.com as it is off and received in the back row, set up by Engel in the middle. The kill attempt dug up there by Irie in the back row. Here's a bump on 2. Matson will free ball it over on 3. Severson, Engel dumps it over on 2. Pancake dig that time by Irie and recovered to volley it across by Smith. Cougars will come in the middle. Egan again, this time too strong. Too strong on the kill. A couple nice digs by the Raiders. Irie with the pancake dig, and she gets the point. LPA leads 1-0, your Lakes Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Here's the pass up here, bumped up by Engel and free balled over now by Johnson on 3. Set at the line by Irie, and in the middle, hit to the top side there. Nerdahl will take the kill. Dylan Nerdahl with the kill. Irie with the assist. Brooke Irie going back to serve again, now leading 2-0. Severson, Engel dumps on 2, grabbed by Flynn Matson. Powered over now here by Kendra Nelson on that top side. Up at the net, just hit over by Morgan Engel. She'll take the quick kill that time and the side out for Ada-Borup-West. Engel with her first kill. Side out goes to the Cougars for Morgan Engel to serve it. From the baseline, runs up, jumps, sends it across the line, drive, serve. Matson passes up, Irie sets it in the middle. Nerdahl tips it over the block, poked up by Johnson. Free balled over now by Severson. Pass to Irie, she'll high set to the top side. Nelson, block, sends it back. 1-2, can they get the 3? The swing, it gets across, that time by Matson. Engel dumps it over on 2. Nelson to Irie. Bottom side comes up now here to Smith. Played in the back row by Engel. Bumped over by Johnson up at the top of the net. And pass goes into the net as Severson trying to track it down. Couldn't get the angle she needed. And it will be point side out to Lake Park Audubon. Back to serve will be Caitlin Smith for the Raiders. Kenna Matson checks out on that rotation. As the Smith serve goes across, passed off, Engel gives it to Egan. Too strong, was it touched? It was not too strong, and it will be Raider point. They lead 4-1 in our first set. Caitlin Smith, there's the ball went out into the commons area. Macy Nelson had to come off the bench and go track it down. Good teamwork there. Jump serve, floats across, passed up here. Engel will give it now to Severson on the left side. Matson with the dig, ball up into the rafters, comes down to Irie. Nelson to volley it across. Oh, here is it passed off now from Auden over, and it's going to be too strong on the kill attempt. There, so Cougars coming out with the attack, but the over attack. Here is Smith. Continues to serve, now leading 5-1 in our first set. Her jump serve across. Auden will pass up to Engel. Engel to Severson, through the block, down with the kill. Elena Severson with the kill. Engel will take the assist. Cougars will take the side out. Here is Adrina Egan goes back to serve. Egan with the serve across. Top side, back row, passed up. Irie now here to the bottom. It'll be Nerdahl. Off the block, it's tipped and picked up. They'll go to Severson in the middle. Off the Engel is set. Pushed over on 2 by the Raiders, and then no one there for the pass. For the Cougars, the error sends it over to Lake Park Audubon on the side out. Talon Nerdahl to serve. Flynn Matson checks out. There's the libero for LPA ahead of that serve. Pass up, Engel goes bottom side. Severson grabbed in the back row by Nerdahl. Irie will set at the top of the net. Hit over that time by Stunis. Push deep now by Nelson. Engel to Johnson for Ada-Borup-West. Back to Engel at the 10-foot line attack. Snipes it in front of the back corner. Engel with the back line attack gets the kill. Her second kill. Side out to Ada-Borup-West now. Macy Thornton going to go back to serve. Trailing 3-6 in our first set. Thornton with the right-handed serve across. Irie with the bump set in there. And off the top of the net played, it goes out. There's Chloe Johnson. Tried to cross-court it, unable to do so. Thornton again to serve, now at 4-6. Passed up to Irie in the middle, going off now here to Pagel, and it's too strong. Cougars pull within a point. Macy Thornton serving now as it's across, and no, it's not across. Got ahead of myself, it's into the net. Net serve, and it will be Lake Park Audubon taking it now as Kendra Nelson will be the one to serve it. Runs up from the back wall and the jump set across. Passed up Engel here as go-go gadget arm that time for Melina Severson as she got just enough on it and got it for the kill. Reached back for that one. Severson will go back to serve now at 6-7, trailing by 1. Her serve across. Set up here by Nelson to the top side. Dug up in the back row by the Cougars. 1, 2, 3 across. Flynn Matson passes here now to Kendra Nelson. She'll set in the middle to Ava Pagel off of Severson. Grabbed by Stunis and free balled over by Engel. Bump back up to Nelson. She's going to dump it in 2. There's the dig. Engel gets to it, and then Severson, who dug it up, pushes it over on 3. Nelson with the high set to the top side. Going off down here to Behringer and down with the kill. Andy Behringer with the kill. Nelson will pick up the assist. Here to Lake Park Audubon. Kenna Matson will check in. She's back to serve. Her serve line drive across. Picked up here by Thornton. Now set up here to the Engel on the near side. Dig up by Flynn Matson, the liberos. Raiders return on the attack and then misplayed on the pass by the Cougars. Point for Lake Park Audubon. Here is Kendra Nelson will go back to serve again. This one goes too long. Too long, and side out to Ada-Borup-West, trailing 7-9. Now as Stunis checks out. Here on and in, Johnson back to serve. At the net, blocked by the Cougars, sent back over to the Raiders. They'll volley it across on 3. Engel gets the high set from Severson. Down low, one-handed dig that time by Nelson. Passed over to the top of the net, tipped over the block. Severson, Johnson with the bump set, goes down to Engel. It's drifts over to the Raiders' side. They recover to play it and volley it across. Quick set in the middle to Egan. Dug up by Flynn Matson. High set as Nelson gives it up and pushed over. Severson for Cougars to Engel. The block is there. Pagel with the block kill. Ava Pagel with the block kill. Makes it now 10-7. Lake Park Audubon with the lead on your Lakes Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Volleyball flying around down there on the floor. Finally grabbed up here and rolled across. Here for Flynn Matson to serve now for the Raiders, and it's a missed serve. Into the net, gives it back to Ada-Borup-West. Cougars will take it as Leighton Auden goes back to serve. Auden serve, passed up, set Nelson here into the middle. Behringer played off the back row. Second hit goes backwards, and it's the Point for Lake Park Audubon. Substitutions now for the Raiders. Behringer comes out. It will be Brooke Irie in, and she will go back to serve for Lake Park Audubon. So it comes across left to right here. Severson, Engel tracks it down, and now tipped over by Thornton for the kill. Tip kill for Macy Thornton. Side out, Ada-Borup-West. Morgan Engel back to serve. Served across. Here's it's picked up by Smith. Now hit across by Nelson. Too strong. Too strong, and it's back to 1 point game here at 10-11 in our first set. Engel's jump serve across. Smith to Irie. High sets to the top side. Nelson tipped off the block. Severson, Engel dumps it over on two. Irie tracks it down. Smith pulls it back in, and now Nelson going to volley it across. Sending it deep. Auden to Engel. To end foot line attack coming from Severson. Pass up to the net. Severson dumps it down. Pass went up too high. Right back to Melina Severson. She'll kill it. And it's 11-11 here in our first set. Cougars with the serve. Morgan Engel. Jump serve across. Flynn Matson, her pass up and over. It's an ace. Ace there for Morgan Engel. And the Cougars take their first lead at 12-11. Number 12, Morgan Engel, back again to serve. Floated the serve this time. Matson to Irie in the middle, going to Nerdahl. Too strong. Was it tipped? It was not. Too strong. Hit it around the block, but too strong, and it will be point for Ada-Borup-West. Leading now at 13-11. Morgan Engel with the jump serve. Matson passes to Irie. Irie to Nelson. Played by Auden. Passed up to Engel. Gives it to Severson with the one-arm push swing across. Irie, Matson, and Nelson will get over. Auden passes to Engel. Going to Severson on the left side again. Back to her. Picked up this time by Kenna Matson. Nelson pushes it across. Engel nearly collides with Severson. And then Johnson passes back to Engel to volley it across. Irie down low. Smith, the block sends it back. Severson and Engel there for the block. Returned over now here by the Raiders. Cougars set up their attack in the middle. They're going to go to Adrina Egan. Dug up by by Irie. Brooke Irie. Set from Engel to Severson. Flynn Matson with the dig. Irie sets on the run over to Kendra Nelson. Engel to Severson. Oh, we had a good volley going, but we got the violation there as they say Nelson, she cross under? Either way, it's point for Ada-Borup-West. Now leading at 14-11. There's the Morgan Engel service run continues. Flynn Matson, Brooke Irie, pass up towards the top of the net there as it was coming down. Nerdahl trying to get it up and over, but just tips off the top of the net back over to the Raiders side. Cougars keep the serve. Here's Morgan Engel. Runs it across and over. Pass here from Kenna Matson, and it's going to be Kendra Nelson. Avery Johnson digs it up. Engel, Severson to volley it across. Irie, Flynn Matson with the bump set towards the top of the net, and I think both sides of the net thought it was going to the other side, and it comes down on the Raiders side, not crossing the net. 16-11, timeout taken here by Coach Vancura. 16-11, Lakes Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Ada-Borup-West leads Lake Park Audubon set number 1 on yourliveevent.com.
Cooler weather is coming. Make sure your home stays cozy and efficient with blow-in insulation from Ada Building Center. Ada Building Center has received a huge truckload shipment of blow-in insulation. You'll now get better pricing and more ways to save. With every insulation purchase, the use of the blower is absolutely free. Lower your heating costs and keep those dollars in your pocket. Blow-in insulation. Now's the time to buy from Ada Building Center, Highway 200 East Edge, Ada.
Freedom Fuel and Shine, your timeout sponsors in this one. Here, open 24 hours with the fastest pumps, the car wash. Quick and convenient. Don't forget the pet wash at Freedom Fuel. Highway 9 in Ada. Ada-Borup-West with the serve, leading as Morgan Engel, ready to serve out of the timeout. On a 8-point service run now, sends it over, back up towards the top of the net. Flynn Matson digs up the Severson kill attempt. Pushed over by the Raiders. Cougars will set up their attack in the middle. They're going to go here to Egan with the kill off the back line. Adrina Egan with the kill. Morgan Engel will take the assist. Cougars avoid the side out off the timeout. Keep the serve here as Morgan Engel back to serve, now leading 17-11. Jump serve over and out of play. Angled too far wide, and that will end the run. Caitlin Smith back to serve for Lake Park Audubon. Her serve is received by Johnson. Engel will set here to the top side to Egan. Here, blocked and popped up by Nerdahl. Now Nelson going to hit it, and off the defense, off the block and out. Kendra Nelson going to get credit for the kill. Nelson with the kill there. Her first tonight. Smith back to serve again at 13-17. Her jump serve, line drive serve, picked up by Thornton. Engel going to Severson, played off the block. Matson will pass up to Irie. Irie, top of the screen, high set to Nelson. The block, but out. Block was there, but it went out of play. Point for Lake Park Audubon. Caitlin Smith back to serve. Her right-hand serve just tips off the top of the net, gets across. Pass, Engel going to Egan, down for the kill. Lena Egan with her second kill. Side out to Ada-Borup-West. Avery Johnson will check out. Here as Taylor Stunis will check in. Adrina Egan with the serve across, played by the Raiders at the top side. Ball runs up on Engel, and they're just able to get it across. Raiders will attack. Dug up by Engel. Bump set coming now from Egan and Stunis to volley it across. Flynn Matson to Irie in the middle. Nerdahl. Block is there to send it back. Melena Severson with the block kill. Adrina Egan serving here, leading 19-14. Vancouver comes out. Couple words there for Nerdahl, or middle. They're attacking that block this time, though. The serve goes into the net. Miss serve side out to Lake Park Audubon. Nerdahl will go back to serve. It's to the top side on the back row. Set up here to Engel, going to Severson with the kill. Melena Severson. Assist from Morgan Engel. 20-15. Ada-Borup-West leading in the first set. Macy Thornton will go back to serve. Thornton floats it over for an ace. Macy Thornton with the ace serve. Right in the middle there. See if she can pinpoint it again. Back across, nearly the same spot, but able to get it this time was Kohler. And free balled over by Johnson. Cougar attack going to the top side here to Stunis. Get the biggest swing on it, but got it across, and then a lift is going to be called. Lift is called as it came through the block and trying to pop it up. The lift is called, so it is still Cougar point. Thornton goes back to serve here at 22-15. Nearly another ace again for Thornton. Returned over by the Raiders. Cougars attack. Backline attack here from Auden as she gets it off the net and down. Leighton Auden will take the kill. Here's Thornton serving here now at 23-15. Irie sets going to the bottom side to Nelson. Dug up by Thornton. Engel will go to Severson off of Nelson and out. Severson getting going here in the back half of this first set. 6 kills for her now. And the lead out here to 24-15, which means set point for the Cougars. It's across. Irie will set. High set. Johnson on the left side. Through the block. Down with the kill for Chloe Johnson. Chloe Johnson gets it, but still a lot of ground to make up for the Raiders as Kendra Nelson will go back to serve. Still set point for Ada-Borup-West. Jump serve across. Severson, her pass up towards the net, bounces back over, and it will be an unreturnable serve. Point for Lake Park Audubon. Nelson serving again. Looks over, says, okay, I'll serve it right there. Goes here to Severson. Engel back to Severson with the give and go. Dug up in the back row. Ball goes up, hits the rafter, come back down. One-handed save that time by Nelson to get to it. And then on the reaction, Pagel couldn't quite get it with the backwards hit over her shoulder to go, and it will be set point for Ada-Borup-West as they take it 25-17 in our first set. Our in-between sets report from the Linforce Insurance Agency. Lake Park Audubon started out on a 5-1 lead as Cougars hitting errors early on, a little bit too strong. Finally, the Cougars pull it back in. They get a big service run where they go to that front line. Egan, Severson, and Engel there going from trailing 8-11 to leading 17-11. When there was the next side out, closest the Raiders would get the rest of the way would be 3 points at 17-14 as Cougars got that attack going in the back end of that first set. Elena Severson with 6 kills, 7 assists for Morgan Engel in that first set. Brooke Irie for the Raiders with 3 assists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Raiders, all with at least 1 kill apiece there with the balanced set. But it is Ada-Borup-West taking the first set, 25-17. Set number 2 comes up when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
Fall is here, and that means harvest will ramp up quickly. How did your planter do this spring? Did you have the correct down pressure? Was your singulation spot on? Did you need row cleaners or a better closing system? This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer, and we are here to help. Discounts, 0% financing, and $50 per row rebates on most all systems will give you the tools to improve your planter pass. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. Have a safe and profitable harvest.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Wrapping up our in-between sets report from the Linforce Insurance Agency. Office locations, Foston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Mahnomen, Fertile, and Ada. Here for your auto, home, health, life, farm, business, commercial, recreation, vehicle insurance. Think of what and who you need protect and contact the nearest agency of the Linforce Insurance Agency, linforceinsurance.com. Linforce, your insurance source since 1937. Ada-Borup-West with a set 1 victory, 25-17. As we look out here, and will be Johnson the libero out there with Thornton, Egan, Stunis, Engel, and Auden. Leighton Auden with the serve to start things out for Ada-Borup-West. Flynn Madsen, Brooke Irie, Kendra Nelson get it across on the third hit, able to be handled by the Cougars. Nelson will take the kill to begin things off. Ivory with the assist. Kenna Matson, Caitlin Smith, Talon Nerdal, Eva Pagel also out there. As Caitlin Smith goes back to serve. Matson checking out. Johnson pass to Engel, bottom side, going to Thornton, off the block, in the back row, dug up into the Raptors, comes back down, and finally balled over by Smith. At the top of the net, Engel's waiting for the set, instead she goes on the attack, plays it off the back row, and gets the kill. Morgan Engel with her third kill. Ties it up 1-1. Just the second time we've been tied early on in this match. We were tied at 11 in the first set when Morgan Engel was serving, part of a big service run that gave him the eventual 25-17 set one win. Engel's jump serve. Flynn Manson, Ivory will set into the top side. Johnson dug up by Avery Johnson. Chloe Johnson to Avery Johnson. Relation? I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't know. Here it's Severson now at the bottom of the net, able to get the kill. Elena Severson with the kill. Cougars take the point. Morgan Engel to serve. Flynn Madsen, serve receive, pass up towards the top of the net. Thornton tried to one-time it back, caught a little bit of the net. It bounced back over to the Cougars side and will be side out to Lake Park Audubon. Ellen Nerdal will go back to serve. Flynn Madsen, the libero, checks out. Avery Johnson, pass up now to Engel to Egan. Off the block, popped up and unable to get it. A dive from Chloe Johnson, but Egan will take the kill. The third. Marina Egan back to serve as well. Right hand serve across in the back row. It will be pushed over by the Raiders on three. Cougars come on their attack. Not much as they'll just volley it across. Matson will try and set up now to Irie in the middle. The Pagel off the block, picked up by Egan. Bump set comes now from Egan. And it's going to be Stunis, too strong. Tied up 3-3. Egan comes out as Johnson comes in for Ada-Borup-West. Irie comes out as Behringer comes in for Lake Park Audubon. Raiders send Kendra Nelson back to the service line. She goes all the way to the back wall, runs forward and rifles it across. Johnson to Engel, now here to Severson. Popped up that time by Kohler. Left side attack, Behringer has it sent back on the block. Oh, no, it was not sent back. It was sent back by the top of the net. 4-hit called. And it will be the violation, give the side out to Ada-Borup-West. AC Thornton will go back to serve after the 4-hit. Thornton. Ace serve. Just on that top side. There puts it in where the defense is like, I think it's going to go out. And Thornton says, I put it right where I want it to. So she will serve again. Now leading here at 5-3. This one, though, not where she wanted to put it. Miss serve. Side out to Lake Park Audubon. Raiders rotate in. Kenna Matson will come in. She will serve. Matson in. We have Kohler coming out. Also, Chloe Johnson will come out. Flynn Matson will come in as Kenna Matson with the ace. Kenna Matson with the ace, and that ties it up at 5-5. I will say last week, Matson against Climax Fisher, I had her for 5 ace serves in that one where she left with the injury. So this time, though, too strong with the serve. Served out and point side out to Ada-Borup-West. My point is, could see some serving here. Severson, her serve. Matson to Nelson. Top side here. It's going to be Smith with the big swing. Dug up in the back row. Now it's going to be Engel. She'll swing it as well. Morgan Engel with the kill. And Severson will serve. Flynn Matson now to Kendra Nelson in the middle. Candy Behringer with the kill. Here, Nelson will take the assist. Flynn Matson will now go back to serve for Lake Park Audubon, trailing at 6-7. Libero serve across. Thornton to Severson, going to Engel. Picked up by Flynn Matson. Kendra Nelson will dump it across into. Diving for it, and the wild swing to get it across that time by Thornton. Set up now by the Raiders. Cougars that time, as this time Thornton can't get to it. The dive, but she was on point on the first part of the volley, but couldn't quite get it on that one, and it will tie it up at 7-7. Matson back again to serve. Avery Johnson, Melena Severson, Morgan Engel down the line, killed. There's Engel will get it. 8-7, Cougars. Avery Johnson on to serve. Flynn Matson, serve receive. Kendra Nelson sets, pushed over now here by Nerdahl. Cougars go on the attack. Morgan Engel dug up by Matson. Nelson over here by Smith. Engel, Severson back to Engel. Pops it over. 1-2, track down, volleyed across for a 3. Misplayed by the Cougars. Who's going to get at it as 3 dive towards it and unable to cleanly get it. And it is 8-8, tied at 1, 2, 3. We skipped 4. Tied at 5, skip 6, tied at 7 and 8 now. Here's we're going back and forth in this second set. Johnson to Severson to Engel. The block is there, saved up here by Avery Johnson, but the pass then on the net creeps up, hits the antenna. That is out in the lead here for Lake Park Audubon. Brooke Irie going back to serve on this point. Auden to Severson, bump sets to Engel, couldn't get it. And it will be 10-8. Lake Park Audubon leading here in set number 2 after the Cougars took the first set, 25-17. Irie serve across. Thornton to Severson to Egan in the middle. Off the defense and out. Off that back line. Egan will take the kill. Leighton Auden will go back to serve for Ada-Borup-West. Flynn Matson here to Irie in the middle. Nerdahl, block is there. Egan with the block kill. Tied up at 10. Here, Leighton Auden serving. Your serve, Matson to Irie to Nelson off the block, popped up for Severson. Johnson with the bump set, goes to Engel on the bottom side. Flynn Matson, pass over now here to Irie on the dig. Go Kendra Nelson down the line. Oh, we know, hit the antenna. They are line judge saying it hit the antenna. Point here for Ada-Borup-West. Leighton Auden serving again. Line drive serve tickles the net as it goes across. Irie now, Nelson volleys it over. Johnson to Severson, high set to Engel on the bottom side. Matson sticks out a hand, pulls it into the net. Irie tries to dig it out of the net, and it's going to end up being a 4-hit called. The Raiders unable to get the positioning to send it across. Auden back again to serve. Serve received by Matson, sets Irie now over here to Nelson, and they say it's off the block and out. The kill down good. Kendra Nelson. Side out to Lake Park Audubon. It's Caitlin Smith. Serves it over. Severson, Engel, back sets here to the top side. Egan tracks down, just pushes it over, and it's going to be pushed across by the Raiders on 3. Engel will dump it on 2. Irie to Matson to Nelson to volley it deep, and just in front of the back line. Johnson thought it was going out. The last minute reacted, saw it wasn't quite as long as she thought. Couldn't get to it, though. And Smith will go back to serve. Jump serve across. Johnson passes to Engel, going to Thornton through the block and out. Lacey Thornton will take her second kill. 13-12, Ada-Borup-West leads your Lakes Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard here in set number 2. Here's Ada-Borup-West leading the match 1-0. Raiders return the serve over. Cougars set up now. Johnson giving up to Engel. Pulled up here by Irie. Bumped by Madsen. Freeballed over by Nelson. Off of Severson. Johnson will pass it. Engel will call for it and send it across deep. Here, Kohler picks it up. Nelson gets it across. No! Nearly a pancake dig that time by Avery Johnson, but unable to get it. And it will be LPA point. Talon Nerdahl will go back to serve. As her serve is across. Bottom side here, receive, set up. Cougars will attack on this bottom side as well. Severson with the big swing. And Severson with the swing, her 8th kill. Here 14-13. Adrina Egan to serve for Ada-Borup-West with the lead in set number 2. Back set, Irie goes down to Nelson. Gathered up by Auden. Pushed over now by Stunis. Irie, Madsen sets here to Johnson on the near side, and she goes cross court with the kill for Chloe Johnson. Flynn Madsen will take the assist. Tied up at 14-14. Nobody wants to separate here in this second set as Kendra Nelson runs up and jump serves across for a near ace as the Cougars recover to get it across. Set in the middle by Nelson. Goes to Pagel. Picked up by Engel. Johnson to Severson as she comes in with the 10-foot line and just kind of pushes it across. A little communication scrambled huddle up there for the Raiders. How are we going to defend that? Raiders will take the serve, receive, set up left side. Behringer dug up by Avery Johnson. Engel goes to the near side here. Too strong from Auden. Here's side out, tied up at 15-15. Johnson and Kohler will check out. Smith and Kenna Madsen will check in. Kenna Madsen will be the one to serve. Avery Johnson serve received just back over to the Raiders side. They'll play it on one. Cougars come on the attack now. Engel to Severson, grabbed by Flynn Madsen, volleyed across now by Smith. Thornton to Engel. Sets up here, tipped over the block by Severson for the quick kill. Severson with the kill. And now the serve for Ada-Borup-West. Leading 16-15 in this second set. Serve receive, Madsen. Nelson goes set to Smith. Gets it through the block. Caitlin Smith with the kill. 16-16. Flynn Madsen serving for Lake Park Audubon. Here's Severson, sets up now to Engel down the side, pushes it down the line, good. The push kill that time for Morgan Engel. 17-16, side out back to Ada-Borup-West. Avery Johnson will serve. Floated across, Flynn Madsen, Kendra Nelson, now to the bottom side to Kennedy. Behringer down with the kill in front of the back line. Behringer gets it back here, side out, 17-17. They broadcast here from the Laura Tweeton Thriving Financial Radio booth. Irie will serve it across for Lake Park Audubon. Sets up now, Morgan Engel on the left side. Dug up by the Raiders, volleyed across on 3. Cougars come right back on the attack. Severson gives it up to Egan in the middle for the kill. Adrina Egan with the kill. Milena Severson with the assist, her 4th of this second set. Ada-Borup-West leading 18-17. At some point, someone's going to have to find a little separation. Flynn Madsen now to Irie to Nelson. Through the block, down with the kill. Kendra Nelson with the kill. Irie will take the assist, and we're tied up 18-18. 2 points has been the largest lead of this set. Caitlin Smith angles an ace. An ace serve for Caitlin Smith. Well timed as it gives them the lead at 19-18 in this set. Smith back again. This one received by Johnson, set by Engel. Egan comes up off the block. Pass back, 1, 2, and 3. Gets it across from Flynn Matson. Pass up towards the top of the net. Engel, Morgan Engel comes over at the push. The dive by Smith, unable to get to it. Get to it cleanly, I should say. And it will be tied up 19-19 after the Morgan Engel kill. Morgan Engel will serve. Jump serve across. Passed up here towards the top of net. Drifts over. 1, 2, and now 3. Cougars will free ball it across. Matson to Irie in the middle. Sets up here to Nerdahl with the kill. Talon Nerdahl takes the kill. 20-19. Park Audubon leading. Talon Nerdahl going back to serve. Here's the pass up here. Jump set from Engel. Gives it up to Severson. Off the back row. Could only get a hand on it. Big swing there from Elena Severson. Her 11th kill. 20-20. We're tied up. Adrina Egan serving. Serves across. Here. Passed up. Bump here from Irie and free balled over by Johnson. Engel in the middle, sets up for Severson with the tip kill. Over the top. Cougars take the lead at 21-20. Adrina Egan serving. Flynn Matson passing. Brooke Irie setting. Here as Engel pushes it across. Cougars on their attack. 10-foot line attack here from Morgan Engel. Grabbed by Matson. Irie sets to the top side to Kendra Nelson. Grabbed by Auden, set by Engel. Bottom side of the attack from Stunis. Picked up in the back row. Dumped over on 2 by Irie. 1, 2. It's popped up, chasing after it. Then just couldn't quite get to it. Thornton racing back. Tried to hit it back over the shoulder. Unable to. Side out to Lake Park Audubon. Kendra Nelson back to serve at 21-21. Down official Charlie Johnson talking with Coach Ventura there and getting everything situated. Nelson serve, grabbed by the Cougars and tipped over on 3. Nelson will passing off Matson here to Berenger. Grabbed it in the back row by Auden. Be dug up now off the Severson kill by Matson, returned over by the Raiders. Cougars come back again on the attack, going back downside here to Severson. Picked up in the back row by Kohler. Nelson will set, and the Berenger kill is dug up. Cougars have the tip coming now from Severson. Defense creeping up, gets it dumped over on 2 by Nelson. Pushed deep by 2 by Engel, but pushes it deep and wide. Both teams trying to catch him off guard. Just missing there on the push, though, and it's 22-21. Lake Park Audubon leading in set number 2. Cougars lead the match 1-0. Your Lakes Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. We're back after this Freedom Fuel timeout.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Chance to catch our breath here in set number 2 with the Freedom Fuel and Shine timeout. Lake Park Audubon leading 22-21. 2 points, the largest separation in this one, as we have just gone back and forth, teeter-tottering the whole time in this second set. Kendra Nelson with the 1-point advantage, trying to get some separation here at the back end of the set. Jump serve is across. Avery Johnson pass to Morgan Engel, going to Milena Severson, played off the net, picked up by Nelson. Now Kohler, now Berenger gets it across. Avery Johnson to Engel to Severson. Down the line, off the block, diving for it. Nelson can't get to it, and Severson will take the kill. Severson with the kill. Now at 22-22. Macy Thornton back to serve. Chloe Johnson pass to Nelson, over by Pagel. Engel, Johnson, now free ball over by Auden for the Cougars. Raiders attack, they'll push it deep on two. Cougars recover it, pass it up, Engel to Severson. The triple block doesn't matter, there's the kill. Here with Melina Severson, her 14th kill, 8th of this second set. Cougars with the advantage now as Macy Thornton back, floats it here on the near side to us, bottom of your screen. Nelson over to Berenger, off the net and back, forehit's going to be called, and now it's set point for Ada-Borup-West. Ada-Borup-West here trying to take a extremely competitive set number 2. Thornton, Nelson, and Nelson on the set, twisting the body, ended up going across underneath the net. And the violation gives it to Ada-Borup-West at 25-22 in that second set. So it will be Ada-Borup-West taking set number 2, leading the match 2-0 with the 25-22 set 2 victory. Our in-between sets report from the Linforce Insurance Agency. Both teams going back and forth. Kendra Nelson, 3 kills, 3 assists for the Raiders in that second set. Brooke Irie had 4 assists as well, as they did a good job of picking up a lot of the Cougar attack, making the Cougars swing and swing again. Fortunately, they were happy to do that as Severson picking up 8 kills, 4 for Adrina Egan, and 5 for Morgan Engel in that second set, helping lead the way for their team as they take the 2-0 victory here as we head to set number 3. Ada-Borup-West leading your Lakes Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard 2-0 on yourliveevent.com.
I'm Molly, and I have lived here a little over 3 years now. I like the open spaces here and being able to go in and out. I like the fact that I don't have stairs or elevators. I just have most everything that I need close at hand.
At the Bennett Hoogland Agency, we know farming isn't just a job, it's a way of life. And in a small town, a handshake still means something. That's why we take the time to get to know you, your farm, and your family, because your success is our success.
Whether you're growing row crops or raising livestock, we'll help you build a risk management plan that fits your farm like a well-worn pair of work boots. We will also walk you through disaster or farm programs.
Stop by and see us in Ada or Moorhead, or give us a call. At Bennett Hoogland Agency, we're not just your insurance agents, we're your neighbors. You're an equal opportunity provider.
Looking to tackle a big building project or a major fall cleanup? Sywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro has what you need. 40 dumpster roll-off boxes that are on hand, ready for rent. Need building materials? They'll deliver everything you need for your project and bring the dumpster at the same time for maximum convenience. If it's time for fall cleaning, rent a large dumpster and clear out your space with ease. For rentals of your dumpsters and building needs, your one-stop shop for your projects, Sywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
So we head to our third set. Time to focus up here. Our focus of the game from the Valley Vision Clinic in Ada. Dr. Dave Solson and the staff. For the health and safety of your eyes, schedule your next eye appointment with the Valley Vision Clinic in Ada. Here, 784-4091. Focus here in this third set. For the Lake Park Audubon Raiders, they start with the serve. You just dropped a second set where you battled back and forth. Don't hang the heads, keep going at. Cougars got to keep those swings going here against a defense that has picked up a lot here tonight. As this time to pass off the mark, and we're going to get a lift four-hit called here on the first point, and it's going to end up for Ada-Borup-West. So side out to the Cougars to start this third set as Morgan Engel will go back to serve. Jump serve across and passed up. Brooke Irie now here to Kendra Nelson, played by Leighton Odd, and Morgan Engel will get to it. Then it will be Avery Johnson, a free ball across to the Raiders as Kenna Matson sets it up here to Brooke Irie and over to Kendra Nelson. Leighton Auden, Morgan Engel, now Milena Severson off of Flynn Matson in the back row, set up by Brooke Irie. In the middle here to Talon Nerdahl, played off by Engel, bump set from Johnson, back to Engel from the 10-foot line, off the back row of the defense. What a volley and what a kill that time for Ada-Borup-West to take the point. Johnson will pick up the assist, Engel will pick up the kill, and Morgan Engel will go back again to serve, leading 2-0 in set number 3. Engel from the baseline, runs forward, jumps and sends it across. And this one, just hit the defense. There is Caitlin Smith trying to get out of the way, and as she was twisting and turning, she's kind of countering the shoulder on that one. It's going to be an ace serve for Morgan Engel. 4 ace serves right now for the Cougars tonight, 2 for Lake Park Audubon. Engel has 2, Thornton has 2 for the Cougars. Here's Morgan Engel with a softer serve this time. Smith to Irie. Now to Nelson from the 10-foot line, and this one is down. Line judge say, nope, she got it in. Side out here. And it will be Caitlin Smith back to serve for Lake Park Audubon. Raiders to send it across, trailing 1-3 in set number 3. Pass goes up towards the top of the net. Engel gets it back in, trying to get to Severson. To off the top of the net, miss hit. 4 hit, going to be the call. And Raiders will take the point. Smith back again to serve. Smith across here. Auden pass into the net. Cougars can't take it out of the net. It's an ace serve. We're tied at 3-3. Two teams here battling. Really been kind of strength against strength here. The defense of the Raiders digging up a lot of the Cougars' attack, and the Cougars keep coming on the attack. Who's going to prevail in the end? Here is the attack, wins that time. Severson with a big swing. Elena Severson, kill number 15. Side out to Ada-Borup-West. Brina Egan will come in. Her serve is across. Passed up here, saved that time by Irie. Flynn Matson to get it across. Severson, Engel, back to Severson, the give and go. Down for the kill. Severson, Engel. As so many times throughout the season, that's been a big connection there. Big performance from those two seniors again. Be teammates next year again at NDSU. Remember, for high performance in your farm and your fields, visit the guys at Performance Ag west of Borup. Raider attack sent over by the Cougars. Return gone one by Lake Park Audubon. Cougars will attack 10-foot line. Too strong from Morgan Engel. Side out to Lake Park Audubon. Again, your high performance plays in this one from Performance Ag of Borup for dry and liquid fertilizer, seed for your farm, sugar beet, corn, soybean, alfalfa, sunflowers. The agronomy and application services available. Thanks for your business from your locally owned agronomy center, Performance Ag west of Borup. Elena Severson off the defense, back up to the net. Severson one times it over, picked up again by the Raiders. Free ball across on 3. The one pass goes over to the Raiders side. They'll set Irie now to Pagel, grabbed up by Engel. Johnson with the bump set, now down low to Severson. Off the back line, up into the net. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't get it across, and it will be Cougar point on the 4 hit. Both teams reacting there to the quick play in that time, and it will be Macy Thornton going back to serve. Matson, Irie tracks it down, goes to Nelson, too strong on the kill attempt. Missing it long and stays with Thornton on the serve. 7-4. Cougars with the lead with the serve. Kohler, Matson, Johnson, Engel's the free ball over. Auden gets it to Engel, goes to Severson with the tip. Dug up by Nelson, set up here off of the block. Johnson's kill attempt. What do we got? We got Cougar block was into the net. Cougar block was into the net, so it will be Kendra Nelson going back to serve for Lake Park Audubon. Raiders serve across, up at the top of the net. Engel back to Severson. Nelson will have it to Matson. Matson gives it back to Kendra Nelson to free ball it over. Engel, Johnson with the bump set, goes to Severson. The block is there! Pagel with the block kill. Ava Pagel with the denial. Solo that time. Kendra Nelson serving. Runs up, jump serve across. Severson. Engel runs it down, gets it back to Severson on the bottom side of the net. Played up here by the Raiders off the dig. Beringer, her attack is momentarily dug up, but a pass goes up into the bench, and Beringer with the kill. Fourth for Candy Beringer. Tied up 7-7. In this third set, too soft of a serve that time as Nelson just kind of looked like she didn't get it real good on that one. She kind of knew it. Elena Severson will go back to serve now. Flynn Madsen, Kendra Nelson, Candy Beringer, too strong. Cougars lead 9-8. Elena Severson back again to serve. Severson across, Madsen drifts back over to the Cougars side. Stunis will set to Severson, who gives it up to Engel. Cross court kill, down good. Morgan Engel, her 9th kill. Severson takes the assist. Cougars leading here in set number 3, 2-0, taking set 1, 25-17, set number 2, 25-22. And now serving here in set number 3 as the Raider return goes back over. Cougars set up the attack. Severson gives it up to Engel, dug up by Flynn Madsen. Set now going to Beringer on the top side and down for the kill. In front of a diving back line. Here Beringer gets the kill. Side out. Kenna Madsen will go back to serve now. Here's this one is into the net, and we got a roofing called on the Raiders. There they called that roof. So will be Johnson to serve now at 11-8 with the side out. Raiders coming over, just clarification here from our officials. And, well, so they do that. Let me take the moment here to remind you, bringing you this matchup from the Laura Tweeton Thrivent Financial Radio booth. Saving for your financial future, visit with Laura Tweeton and Thrivent Financial. So, conversation is over as Avery Johnson serves it across for the Cougars. Dumped over on one by Kendra Nelson, and it's not returnable. Here for the Cougars, Raiders take the side out on the quick dump. And back to serve will go Flynn Madsen for Lake Park Audubon. Steps into it, sends it across a short dying serve. Auden gets underneath it, pushes it over, and then on the cross court, down with the kill. Cougars just on that far sideline, snipe it in. And Auden back to serve. Here at 12-9. Pushed over by Flynn Madsen on 3. Engel sets to Severson in the middle, goes to Egan. Off the back row, up into the rafters, play it off the light. Good thing they dusted up there. Kendra Nelson free balls it over. Severson going back to Engel. This one dug up by Madsen, but drifting over and out of play. There for the kill. And we're going to get floor wiped up. We're going to get a timeout as well, too. Timeout taken here, 13-9 in set number 3. Your Lakes Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Ada-Borup-West leads the match 2-0.
Students and staff at Ada-Borup-West are excited about school year opening for 2025. While the Ada-Borup-West High School students will begin on September 2nd, the Ada-Borup-West Elementary School will have their Cougar Kickoff Days September 2nd and September 3rd, with classes officially beginning on September 4th. For questions leading up to opening day at Ada-Borup-West School, call 218-784-5300 or visit ada.k12.mn.us. Welcome back to school from Ada-Borup-West School District.
What happens to your business when you step away?
This is Kurt Fillion, Wealth Advisor with Franzen Investment Services. Succession planning is key to preserving what you've built, and our team is here to assist business owners and address transition strategies that help preserve value and prepare for continuity. Whether passing to family or selling to a partner, we'll help you plan with confidence. Get in touch with a call to Franzen Investment Services at 218-415-7139. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA and SIPC.
Timeouts from Freedom Fuel and Shine. Ada-Borup-West with the lead in set number 3, 13-9. As they send the serve across, Raiders track it down. Nelson now here over to Nerdahl as he says, oh my, I mishit that. So it will be point for Ada-Borup-West. Kind of hit it, and then immediately it was the hands to the face line. Oh man, I didn't do that right. Here is Auden, serves it across for Ada-Borup-West. Nelson will set it to the backside to Behringer, dug up, that time by Severson. Egan to Engel, as this one picked up in the back row, dumped over onto Egan, or Engel will get it now from Severson, and Matson will set it to Nelson, who sets on the top side to Smith, off of Johnson in the back row to the top of the wall, and that's a kill down for Caitlin Smith. Caitlin Smith gets the kill, side out to Lake Park Audubon. Brooke Irie going to serve, trailing at 10-14 in this third set. Avery Johnson now here over to the right side. It's going to be Egan, has it returned off the block and going to be popped over on 3 by the Cougars. Set from Irie goes to Nelson. Avery Johnson, Morgan Engel dumps it over on 2. 1 hand on, 2 hands on, and then from the back line, back pedaling over. Kenna Matson said, I got to put a lot into this, but just put too much. Great effort, but too strong. Missing, and it will be Cougar serve. Morgan Engel here at 15-10. Engel with the jump serve across. Irie has it, bumped over to Nelson, who sends it across. Auden to Engel, left side, bottom side here. Severson with the kill. Severson picks up the kill. Morgan Engel will serve again. This one missed into the net on the jump serve. Lake Park Audubon on the side out. Chloe Johnson will check in. Back to serve will be Caitlin Smith. And Auden, serve, receive, pass over to Engel, goes to Severson, pushes it over. Irie, Matson, now Nelson to hit it across, too strong. Too strong here. Raiders trying to push it deep here in his third set. In it a little bit too strong. Some errors there. Smith will come out. Kohler will come in for Lake Park Audubon. Egan will be back to serve for the Cougars. Pushed over on 2 now by Irie. Dumped over on 2 by Engel, and that one finds the floor. Morgan Engel with the quick dump for the kill. 18-10, Adrina Egan back again to serve. Line drive serve, 1-2, and now free balled over by Nerdahl. Cougars will pass it up to Engel, who sets it up to Thornton, dug up in the back row by Kohler. Irie will set to the top side to Nelson. Engel gets to it. Egan bumps it. Engel will hit it across. Kohler to Irie. In the middle to Nerdahl, off of Engel, up in the rafters, bouncing back over. Severson saves it, and then pushed deep by Engel. Here's they continue reaching back. Nerdahl gets it and gets the kill. Nerdahl, almost like she had to, I don't know how she reached that. I don't. She got the kill, though, and she goes back to serve. Now here at 12-18, follows it up with an ace. Follow it up with an ace here as Nerdahl gets her first ace. 13-18 in this set number 3. And another ace. Nerdahl with a kill and back-to-back aces in this third set. Here, pulling back here. see if she can keep it going. This one she'll send deep. Thornton will have it to Engel. Goes to Severson off the block. Hit up by Nelson. Irie gets it up towards the net. Nelson will hit it deep. Too strong. Too strong, and that ends the mini rally there by the Raiders. Side out to Ada-Borup-West. Macy Thornton back to serve. Nerdahl gets a breather as Flynn Matson checks in as the libero for LPA. Irie sets in the middle. The Pagel, no one in the middle of the court to dig that one up. Ava Pagel with the kill. 15-19. Irie will come out. Behringer will come in for Lake Park Audubon. Kendra Nelson will go back to serve. Runs forward with the jump serve. Avery Johnson pass to Milena Severson, and it's going to be pushed over by Morgan Engel. Kohler to Nelson to Behringer. Off the back row, Thornton. Engel now to Severson. Tips it over the block. Picked up by Nelson. Bumped up by Matson. Over to Johnson, and unable to connect. And that one, as it hits the top of the net, comes back. 20-15, Ada-Borup-West with the lead. Elena Severson on to serve. Angles it here, grabbed by Johnson, set by Nelson. The block by Stunis sends it back over. At the top of the net, Stunis will try and one-time it. Picked up by the Raiders, 1-2, pushed across on 3. Severson takes the set and sends it over to Engel on the left side attack for the kill. Elena Severson with the assist. 12th kill for Morgan Engel. Elena Severson back to serve. Matson here to Nelson to Behringer. Down with the kill in front of the back line attack, or back line defense. Kenny Behringer attacks for the kill. Raiders continue to swing it here in this third set, trying to pull ahead to here if they can get a little bit more momentum come their way as Kenna Matson gets an ace. Ace serve for the second time by Matson. There, that certainly helps. Trying to extend this match out. Cougars taking the first 2 sets, 25-17, 25-22. Third set hasn't been as close on the score-wise as that second set, but certainly has felt that way. It's the way the ball bounces a couple times. This time it bounces away from the Cougars on the errant pass, and it will be point for Lake Park Audubon at 18-21. Matson again to serve. Line drive serve. Thornton tracked down by Severson. Engel will get it across. Passed up here, bumped by Kendra Nelson, going to Smith on the side, under the block, dive forward, it's passed into the net. And there, the kill for Smith. Kenna Matson back again to serve. Now at 19-21. Line drive, serve wide. Trying to angle it. And gives it back to Ada-Borup-West on the serve. Avery Johnson will be the one to serve. Steps into it, sends it over now. Nelson sets in the middle, off here to Behringer, dug up in the back row by Thornton. Severson to Engel, and just in front of the back line. Coffin corners a kill that time. Morgan Engel with the kill. Severson with the assist. Avery Johnson with the serve for Ada-Borup-West, now leading 23-19. Flynn Matson, Kendra Nelson going to Caitlin Smith, off the block. Was it off the block? It was off the block and out. Smith with her third kill of the set. And Flynn Matson will serve. Back across, Auden. Severson, Engel. Grabbed by Matson, pushed over by Nelson in the back row. Thornton will pass it to Severson, to Engel. Off the block and hangs up and falls in. Leighton Auden back to serve now with match point. Here for Ada-Borup-West, and it's near let serve. That time it tricks off the net, but Raiders do return it. Engel. Too strong, but hold on at the net. The Raiders were into the net, and that will end it. So it went strong, but into the net will be the violation, and Ada-Borup-West will take the third set, 25-20. Cougars in 3 sets here tonight, 25-17, 25-22, 25-20. Cougars improve to 13-6. The Raiders fall to 6-8. Stay with us here. We'll come back. We'll have your post-game report coming up. Ada-Borup-West with the victory over Lake Park Audubon, 3-0 in your Lakes Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard.
When you experience the loss of a loved one, you can trust the Cease Family Funeral Homes to guide you through the arrangements necessary to create a meaningful ceremony that celebrates the unique life being honored. The staff at Cease Family Funeral Homes is committed to providing your family with the highest quality care and service in your time of need, and they take pride in their responsibility to lighten your burden as you take the first steps toward healing. Located in Black Duck, Bemidji, Cass Lake, Park Rapids, and Nevis, Cease Family Funeral Homes.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered two-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Kyle Larson here for Franson Bank and Trust. We are a Farmer Mac approved lender that can offer operating lines of credit, land, equipment, and facility financing. Our lending experts understand the farm economy and climate in and around the Ada area. With a fast underwriting process and local decision making, you can save time on all farming and ag-related inquiries. Contact our Ada office today to learn more. Franson Bank and Trust, real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Embrace the joy of community at Halsted Living Center and Heritage House in Halsted, where wonderful neighbors and energetic minds come together. If you're seeking more than just a place to call home, you found the right spot with Halsted Living Center and Heritage House. Whether your interests lie in music, agriculture, sports, or dancing, you'll find someone who shares your passion and expertise. Discover a fulfilling lifestyle filled with connection and celebration with Halsted Living Center and Heritage House in Halsted. Get more information by calling 218-456-2105 or log on to halstedlivingcenter.com.
Post-game report on yourliveevent.com as we jump into your Home Crown Realty post-game report. Home Crown Realty with Brandon Dahl, Eric Smart, Christy Melting, your agents with Home Crown Realty and buying or selling real estate. Home Crown Realty, homecrownrealty.com. You got a second to hang out? You good? Okay, just making sure you're not in a rush because, it's only 6:40. Normally you wouldn't have even started pregame yet, so just making sure you have some time here. Ada-Borup-West with the victory over Lake Park Audubon, 3-0, 25-17, 25-22, 25-20. Our game summary in this one from the Benedictine Living Community in Ada. And Cougars in the first set come back there with a service run in the middle, go from 8-11 to 17-11. There's they got the front line attack going, took that big lead and able to take out the first set. In that second set, pretty much tied the whole way up until it was 22-22. The largest lead had been 2 points. Cougars take the final 3 points in that one as the Lake Park Audubon defense was picking up a lot of the Cougar attack. Cougars kept bringing that attack, kept swinging. In the end, that attack won out 25-22 in that second set. Third set, Cougars jump out to an early lead up at 3-0, up at 11-7. 14-9, 18-10. They start to pull away a little bit of separation. Late run there by the Raiders brought it back within 2 at 19-21. A sequence there where Talon Nerdahl reached back for a kill, then went to the service line with 2 straight aces there as try to get back into it, but the Cougars get the side out they need, and they end up taking the third set 25-20. That's your Benedictine Living Community of Ada game summary, match summary here today. Cougars with the victory, 3-0 over the Lake Park Audubon Raiders. We'll come back, talk to some of our players of the game when they join us next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the CT. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
Linforce Agency and Auto Owners Insurance care about the success of our local communities, businesses, and farms. We are cheering right alongside you for area students, athletes, and their achievements. We're here to celebrate your milestones and are with you through the unexpected. Our team of insurance agents is committed to helping you find a policy that fits your needs. At any of our locations, we will work with you to ensure that you and those you care about most are protected. Give us a call today at 218-435-6585 and check out our website at linforceagency.com.
Back on your post-game report, brought to you by Home Crown Realty. Ada-Borup-West with the victory over Lake Park Audubon, 3-0. 25-17, 25-22, 25-20. Here in this one, we're joined with our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, Macy Thornton, join us, and congratulations on the victory here today.
Thank you.
You guys, in that first set, beginning off the match, talk about just the energy level there, because you guys were a little bit strong on the attack there, and then how you guys settled down as that set came up.
I think to start the first set, we were just, I don't know if we were just tired or not used to playing so early or what it was, but yeah, didn't have much energy, but then built off of it and worked through it, and yeah.
Is there a difference to playing a little bit? Because you got your tournament times where you're playing throughout the day. Here, you're thrown off the schedule a little bit because you're going right from class there to getting on the court, basically. What was that adjustment like?
I'd say it was just like, wait, we have to play now? It's like you didn't feel like you had to play yet because you have the C team and JV games yet, and didn't have that, so you just had to go from school to play, like you said. So,
talk about that second set where both teams going back and forth, what they were doing, what you guys were trying to do there as you were battling there in set number 2.
I'd say LPA was really scrappy. They were digging a lot of things. But I think we just kept cool, kept doing our dynamics, what we know how to do, and that made us pull off the win there.
Well, picked up the win here, and now as you look at where this team is at right now, how pleased are you guys with the progress you've made throughout the season, or where do you feel that you could even make more progress at?
I'd say our serve receive and our defense has definitely gotten a lot better. Just our passing has gotten a lot better, and just continuing to remember the dynamics during the games and keeping calm, not getting worked up, and just doing what we know how to do.
There you go. Well, keep doing it. Congratulations on the victory
Thank
here
you.
today as you pick up the win 3-0.
Thank you.
Macy Thornton, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, join us here on YourLiveEvent.com, part of your Home Crown Realty post-game report, which continues after this.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and SeedX sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
Are you pregnant with your first baby? Be a better parent tomorrow with good advice today from a personal nurse. Nurse Family Partnership provides the information, advice, and support you need throughout your pregnancy and after your baby arrives, all at no cost to you. Your personal nurse will be there whenever and wherever you need them, making sure you and your baby are healthy, strong, and thriving. For more information, contact your local public health agency or find us on social media. Together, we can build a better future.
Post-game report from Home Crown Realty, homecrownrealty.com, the website. As we continue on talking with our players of the game, our stars of the game, brought to you by American Federal Bank in Ada, and Avery Johnson join us here. Avery, congratulations on the victory. For you, your standpoint, take us through how you felt yourself and the team played out there today.
I think we did good. We started out pretty slow, I thought, but we got right back on track, and did what we needed to. I thought we really played well together as a team, and we were excited the whole time, even though we had a few errors in a row or something like that. But I think we all had really fun, and we played good together.
When you have a slow start or you go through those lulls, what does it take for this team to regroup and get back playing the way that you guys can play?
I think we just need to make sure that we stay positive and know that we can get out of it, because we can, but if we doubt ourselves, then we dig ourselves a deeper hole.
Talk about let's go back to last weekend too with the Volleyball Warehouse Showcase Tournament. I forget the exact title. It's a big, long title. I can't remember all the words, but what was it like to go down there and play some of those teams?
It was really fun. Friday night we were still playing at 10:30 at night, so that was kind of crazy, but we had a lot of fun and saw a lot of things that can help us learn and get ready for the playoffs in a couple weeks.
You play at 10:30, you play at 10 a.m. Now
Yep.
you're playing at 4 o'clock. I mean,
I know.
Just get you on the court, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, hey, congratulations on the victory here today. Best luck to you and the teammates as you guys move on.
Thank you.
There we go. Avery Johnson join us here. Our Stars of the Game brought to you by American Federal Bank in Ada. As we'll come back, more of your post-game report when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Performance Ag west of Borup is locally owned and operated and ready to serve the area farmer. They offer these products for the upcoming season: seed, chemicals, dry and liquid fertilizer, and application services. When we're talking seed from Performance Ag, they'll provide growers with corn, soybean, sunflower, small grain, sugar beet, or other seed that you plant on your farm. Thank you for your business from Performance Ag west of Borup.
Visit the new Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro. They have everything you need. Explore our large selection of quality hardware and building materials, perfect for every project. Inside, you'll find Valspar paint to brighten your home, top-of-the-line Milwaukee and DeWalt tools for every job, plus all the essentials for a successful harvest. Flashlights, glass cleaner, paper towels, scrapers, grain shovels, and more. Make your next stop Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro.
Post-game report on yourliveevent.com. Ada-Borup-West with the victory, 3-0 over Lake Park Audubon, 25-17, 25-22, 25-20. We're joined with Ada-Borup-West assistant coach Amy Johnson with us here. Coach Engel has to get to Hall of Fame ceremonies. We'll allow it, and always good to have Amy come up and chat with us after a victory here on Thursday night, Thursday afternoon. Depends how it goes,
early evening, absolutely.
All right. Well, take us through here this victory over Lake Park Audubon to wrap up the week for you guys, and how the team came out to finish off the week.
I think maybe that early start threw us a little bit. I felt like we didn't get a fast start by any means, but it was good to see the girls battle back. And credit to Lake Park. They dug everything we sent at them and kept themselves in this. And so we had to work hard for this one, and that's okay. Not everything's going to be easy. So once in a while, it's nice to, earn those points and earn those wins.
That second set, back and forth, it was you score, we score, you score, we score throughout. First of all, just when you get into a rhythm, I guess, like that, or just how the match unfolds, what's it like there on the bench or on the court there? Is you're trying to find the lead, but you just can't.
It's, you have to just pay attention to everything that's happening. You can't, just think, oh, we're good now. You're not, and that's the thing, and that's exactly what happened to us. And I remember, at one point we looked and we're like, oh, this doesn't seem like it should be this close, but we were point for point. And it's, it's good for the girls. It keeps them in it. They're always thinking, always on their toes, being ready for anything that they're going to throw at us.
Looking back here at earlier in the week too, we go back to Saturday there with the Volleyball Warehouse tournament, and then also Winnie Mac earlier in the week as well too. But back to Saturday and just talk about those 5 matches there and what you're able to see and learn about the team in that.
Friday night, the girls really battled, and I know Avery mentioned it. We played volleyball until 10:30 Friday night. It was interesting. You have a long bus ride down there. We get down there, and we started off with Spring Grove. I thought the girls, they found their rhythm kind of early, but again, everything was a battle. Nothing was easy, and they fought through it. And then we played, Wabasso was our second game. same thing. You know, we went 3 sets our first match, we went 3 sets our second match, and they earned every point, and they really fought and they played hard. And then we had to turn around. We played Minnesota right away Saturday morning, and you know, maybe I think too, maybe a little bit long trip, and we were a little bit tired, but again, you know, our first set wasn't great, but our second set, those girls battled. They gave everything they had, and we could have had that one, and that one kind of slipped out of our hands. But you know, from those first 3 sets, I think we learned, you know, that we deserved to be down there, and we played hard. The last 2 matches of that day of Saturday, you know, we just kind of lost our mojo a little bit, kind of fell apart a little bit, and didn't play our style of volleyball. But those 2 aside, the other 3, you know, they deserve to be down there. They played with the best of the best. Minnesota won it, and they were right there. They should have, you know, taken them 3 sets. So I think for us, it was good to see. That's what we're going for here. Those are the teams that we want to see here at the end of the season. So for them, I hope they realize that they're right there, and they can definitely compete with the best.
Well, you bounce back with a couple Pine Prairie Conference wins, Winnie-Mac and Lake Park Auburn this week. Now you get to go into every coach's favorite week in the fall. I know you love prom week in the spring here. Yes. You love homecoming week in the fall, and you get matchups with Fertile Beltrami and Monoman Waupun coming up next week.
Yep, and we're on the road against Fertile, and you know, I don't really think it matters what our records are. I think that's just a rivalry game, and so we'll definitely have to be at our best on Tuesday, and then Thursday is Monoman Waupun at home for homecoming, and like you said, it is homecoming, and you know, that is the part of this. They are kids. You know, this is what they enjoy, and so we want it to be fun. We want them to enjoy this, and especially the seniors. This is their last homecoming. But yeah, you know, still work to do. Tuesday won't be easy. Thursday won't be easy. And then I believe we have the Alexandria tournament on Saturday. So another busy week coming up. You can't let your guard down at all, but we're going to enjoy the week, have fun. Hopefully, you know, the kids participate in the events that are out there for them, and you know, we get through another week.
Ada-Borup-West Cougar volleyball assistant coach Amy Johnson joined us here after the Thursday night victory too. Amy, because we don't get a lot of time to do this throughout the season, we get to ask you now. Let's talk a little bit JV.
Okay.
How the JV's been playing, what you've been seeing from them in the last few matches.
Not bad. The JV's really young. You know, I have a lot of freshmen, couple sophomores. Today we had to fill in a little bit, but I would say that they are growing and they're learning. And, you know, we keep telling these kids, we've got 6 seniors on this varsity team, and that's going to leave a big hole next year. And so that's where our varsity players are coming from. And so we're trying to get them where they need to be. And little by little, it's happening. You know, maybe we're not winning all the time, but we're trying to put things together. We're trying to, you know, hit the ball. We're trying to set different things up. So they are improving. They are, you know, and for a young bunch, I mean, if you think about this, these kids came off of junior high last year, and they're competing with, you know, girls that have a little more experience, but they're holding their own. So it's so far so good. Kind of hard to believe the end of our season is really right around the corner. So room to grow, but they're definitely willing to work.
Well, that's great to hear, and they didn't come out with the victory tonight, but like you say, I'm sure they'll come back working for it here next week. So, Amy Johnson, assistant coach for Ada-Borup-West Cougar Volleyball, thanks so much for the time here tonight. Appreciate it, as always. Good to chat with you, and we'll look forward to seeing you down the road.
Thank you.
There we go. Ada-Borup-West with the victory over Lake Park Audubon tonight, 3-0. More of your post-game report from Hometown Realty when we return.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. your information stations. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and RJBroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
You finally found the perfect car in Racing Blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Rivers Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
Glasses say so much about your personality and personal style. At Valley Vision Clinic, they are happy to work with you in selecting frames that complement your features and vision needs as well as fit your budget. If you're not sure that glasses are for you, ask the Valley Vision Clinic in Ada about contact lenses. There are many advantages to consider when determining if contact lenses are right for you, and the knowledgeable staff at Valley Vision can answer any questions you may have. For all your eye care needs, call Dr. Dave Solseng and staff at Valley Vision Clinic in Ada, 784-4091.
Post-game report from Home Crown Realty, homecrownrealty.com, the website. You can talk with your local agents. Brandon Dahl, Eric Smart, Christy Melting. When buying or selling real estate, Home Crown Realty and homecrownrealty.com. Ada-Borup-West with the victory over Lake Park Audubon, 3-0, 25-17, 25-22, 25-20. Your finals line score here tonight. In this one, we did talk with one of our stars of the game, Avery Johnson, there for Ada-Borup-West. Also going to name a couple other stars here that did not get to in the moment, but a star for this one for Lake Park Audubon. Going to go with Kendra Nelson, running around doing a lot of different things. 5 kills, 10 assists here, did 10 points from the service line for her. Also star for Tella Nerdahl with a couple of aces. And this one had her for 5 kills here this evening as well, as she will be a star of the game. Stars of the game brought to you by American Federal Bank and Ada. And that will also bring us into our Subway Super Sub of the game here today. And off the bench, we're going to go back to the Lake Park Audubon Raiders side of the net here, as Kennedy Berenger coming in off the bench. 6 kills for her in that second and third set. Thought she swung it really well. Even when she didn't get the kill, came up swinging there. So 6 kills there and some good attacking from her at the net, in on a couple of blocks or partial blocks as well too throughout the night. So Kennedy Berenger going to be our Subway of Ada Super Sub of the match. Subway in Ada, here bringing you your sub of the game. Eat fresh and thanking area fans, athletes, and teams for stopping before and after the games. Open daily for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Sandwiches, wraps, salads, and cookies. Also catering options for any event. Don't forget the Subway sub of the day as well. Subway in Ada bringing you your super sub. Here, precision in the match today from Agassi Precision Egg in Hillsborough, your precision planting dealer. Can visit with them online, planterdoc.com. Here, and precision in this one. I really want to look at both teams in that second set. The way they just battled back and forth. Yeah, there were some errors or there was this or that in between, but both teams, when you're literally going point for point, you got to be playing well, and both teams not allowing the other two pull away until the very end when the Cougars got 3 straight points. When the longest run you give up is 3 points. It's just, you're playing good volleyball. You are. You're not making the continued mistakes or anything like that there. And both teams in that second set, really the whole set, was our precision set of the night. That's what we're going to go with in this one as they battle back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 ties in that second set. It was just some really good volleyball to watch there. So that will be our precision play of the night, brought to you by Agassi Precision Ag in Hillsboro. Call 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. We'll have our final stats coming up when we come back. Also talk our post-game connection here tonight. Ada-Borup-West with the victory over Lake Park Audubon, 25-17, 25-22, 25-20, 3-0 win for the Cougars over the Raiders.
This is Bruce Visser of Visser Grading. Visser Grading is a road maintenance contractor for the roads in Hendrum, Pleasant View, Lockhart, Anthony and Green Meadow Townships, Mary and Winchester, Strand and McDonaldsville, Hegney and Halsted and Lee Townships. Thanks for giving us the opportunity to blade and grade your roads, and we look forward to serving you for many years to come. Visser Grading wishes all students the very best in all of their activities. Visser Grading says give it your all in the academics, athletics, and the arts. Being involved in your school and its activities promotes teamwork that will guide you towards success.
And Visser Trenching bringing you your In the Trenches play tonight. As they dig it, they get it done. Visser Trenching, and talking about digging it and getting it done here today. Both teams doing it in the back row. Macy Thornton, Avery Johnson doing a lot of the heavy lifting in the back row, but also mixing in like a Leighton Ott and some of those they were able to get the ball up into their offensive flow. For Lake Park Audubon, a lot of credit there. Quinn Kohler off the bench, she was in on a lot. The libero Flynn Matson here, and also Brooke Irie in that back row had a couple nice digs and dives, and there were some pancakes being served by both teams here tonight to get it done there, working and digging things up. So credit both teams, those players standing out in the trenches from Visser Trenching. Here as they dig it and they work in the trenches and they get it done. For excavating work, selling and delivering of rock, gravel, sand, dirt for your projects, call Visser Trenching. Congratulate all the athletes in tonight's broadcast. And before we get to our final stats here, let's go and talk our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Keeping you connected with Halstead Telephone Company. They are how to connect, discover local reliability you can trust online, halsteadtel.com. The connection here today, you got to go back there to the Cougar attack. Melena Severson, Adrina Egan, and Morgan Engel, those three working in conjunction for a large portion of the Cougar attack. 19 kills for Severson, 6 for Egan, 13 for Engel there, as those three, they were connected there, and a lot of times it was Severson and Engel delivering the ball with the assist as well too. So they were connected here today and kept swinging, kept going after the defense of the Raiders, eventually 1-0, taking the 3-0 victory, 25-17, 25-22, 25-20. With that, let's get to our final stats in this one. Starting off for the Lake Park Audubon Raiders, it was Kendra Nelson with 5 kills, had 10 assists. Kenna Matson with 2 ace serves tonight. It was Kennedy Berenger with 6 kills. Caitlin Smith with 2 ace serves, had 4 kills. Chloe Johnson with 2 kills. Talon Nerdahl with 2 aces and 5 kills. Brooke Irie with 12 assists, and it was 3 kills for Ava Pagel. Flynn Matson had 1 assist here tonight as a libero. Quinn Kohler also got into the rotation as well, playing that back row. Raiders fall to 6-8 overall. Next up for them, they go Monday. They're at Henning. Thursday, they're hosting Furta-Beltrami, their next appearances. For the Ada-Borup-West Cougars, Avery Johnson as the libero had 2 assists. Melena Severson with 19 kills, 8 assists. Macy Thornton with a pair of aces and a pair of kills tonight. Adrina Egan with 6 kills. It was Morgan Engel with 2 aces, 13 kills, and 20 assists tonight. Leighton Auden with a kill as well for Ada-Borup-West. Cougars improved to 13-6 here with the victory. Next up for them on Tuesday, they go to Furta-Beltrami. On Thursday, they host Minoan Waban, part of their homecoming week coming up next week. Earlier tonight, the JV contest goes to Lake Park Audubon 2-1, dropping the first set 24-26, coming back in set 2 25-16, and winning in set number 3 15-12 for the JV win for Lake Park Audubon. As we wrap up here tonight, I want to say thanks to you, the listener, viewer, joining us here on yourliveevent.com. We appreciate your viewership. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button with all the games coming your way with yourliveevent.com, and also the broadcast schedule, broadcast archive available at yourliveevent.com as well. Here, thanks to camera operator Alex Rush here tonight, myself, Jake Berkmeyer. Here, and also want to say thank you to all the sponsors that you've seen and heard throughout our broadcast coverage. We ask whenever possible, please patronize those businesses. At the very least, tell them thank you. They're the ones that allow us to be here with our coverage. Once again, the Ada-Borup-West Cougars with the 3-0 victory over the Lake Park Audubon Raiders, 25-17, 25-22, 25-20. Your line score, your Lakes Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard here on yourliveevent.com.